Many foreigners think that Japanese medicine is very weak.
In this video, we're going to learn about what the difference is exactly.
All right.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Don't Forget to Take Your Medicine episode. We are the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
And today we have a wonderful episode for all of you. But before we get into it, just want to say thank you so much for being here with us, improving your English by joining me and Adam, your two friends, in this natural English conversation to improve your listening and understanding of English. Today's topic, everyone, is Japanese medicine. So me and Adam have our fair share of medicines here in Japan. Actually, right now, everybody, as we are recording this, I have a small cold and I've been taking medicine recently. So I had the idea, hey, let's talk about medicines. Why? Because Japanese medicine that you get at the doctors is a little different than what we get in North America.
Yeah.
How so, you might ask? Well, I don't know how much Adam should speak on this because he doesn't go to the doctor so much. I've heard. Not so much. But there are a few big differences that we've seen. I have a small list of some of the things that were very surprising. And one of them, for me, everyone, was how many pills you get when you go see the doctor. So, for example, right now I'm taking 3 different pills for a cold that I have. And 2 of them I have to take every day after my meal. And 1 of them I take only in the morning and in the evening.
Do you know what they do?
They explain all of what they do at the pharmacist. And they go in detail of this one is for your allergies. It may cause drowsiness. Be careful if you're driving cars. This one is to stop your runny nose. This one is for your throat. Examples. So they get very detailed of what they are. And they even ask you, hey, do you want the generic kind of medicine, which is cheaper, but it's the same kind? Very interesting, very different, because we usually don't get those kinds of questions or information or many pills in North America.
Right. It's from what I remember in Canada when I did have
It's been a while, guys.
It's been quite a while since I had a cold in Canada. But usually for colds, it's more over-the-counter medicines. Yeah. Very rarely would you go to a doctor for a cold in Canada. Doctor, oh, you have a cold. Water, go away. Not like that.
So
Not
cold.
Like that.
Not like more that, important things to do.
Yeah, basically. Flu.
You get a cold?
Go to sleep, drink water, get out of here.
A headache, Advil, Tylenol.
You want medicine? No.
Dayquil.
Dayquil.
There's a lot of over-the-counter drugs, yes.
There's a lot of over-the-counter drugs, and they are strong. Or
yes, they are strong compared to Japan. This is something, everyone, that I've heard many expats, foreigners living in Japan, who say, and they've noticed, like, wow, the medicine is weak. If someone is coming to visit me from America, I tell them to bring me medicine, like this over-the-counter cold medicine.
And I think that is one reason why people go to the doctor in Japan for medicine, for colds, because the doctor's medicine is stronger than the over-the-counter stuff. So I guess it makes sense.
I definitely feel that way because I've been going to the doctors, and then there was a small time where I decided to, try to handle it by myself, and it got a little strong. So I actually went to the drugstore, normal drugstore, and picked up some over-the-counter medicine. And I felt like it didn't work. It was kind of pricey. You don't get so much. I used it all and I still felt kind of sick. So I ended up still going to the doctors. And getting medicine and going that route. And then I got a bunch of pills instead of 1. So in North America, as you were saying, Adam, it's very common for people just to go to a drugstore
Right.
and get some medicine there. In the case of a cold, we get liquid.
Yes.
Our medicine is liquid, right?
Yes. Yes.
And I was just thinking,
with liquid inside.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about it just because growing up, it was the worst taste ever. I was running away from my parents when they were trying to give me this stuff because it was so bad. It just brought me back because it's been such a long time since I've had that. And being in Japan, just taking pill form medicine, I like the pills better. It doesn't leave a nasty taste in your mouth.
Yeah, they don't leave a taste. There is a medicine that I always had in Canada called Buckley's, and it was a cough syrup for colds. And if I could give you a description of what it tastes like, imagine if somebody crushed mint,
Okay.
made it into a syrup,
Okay.
added spice, added more peppermint.
Whoa.
And made it into a syrup.
Okay.
That's Buckley's. And it was the harshest, mintiest, grossest tasting medicine that I ever had. But whenever I had it, it would take my nose would clear up, my eyes, ears, everything just gone.
Yeah.
And I think having those things made going to the doctor almost pointless because you got a cold, just have some Buckley's. This is not an advertisement for Buckley's, but I'm just saying that that's what our thinking is like.
But it might be if you're watching this from Canada, though.
Maybe,
you might go out and check out look for some Buckley's.
Yeah, it's strong though. It's strong. It packs an incredible punch. But yeah, so we're more for colds, and if the cold lasts longer than a certain amount of time, that's when we go to the doctor and say,
yes,
something's wrong, doctor. I had this cold for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it's not going away.
Yeah,
something's wrong.
Hey, did you know we have a website? Maybe we talked about it before. We have a website. You can become a Next Step community member, which gives you downloads of our videos and audio format so you can listen like a podcast to all of our episodes. And you can talk with us during Zoom chats every day, live streams on Facebook where I explain different words and phrases that me and Adam use naturally in those every day. So it's really cool stuff. Embrace English even more, the fun of it. And hey, if you want to improve your English to the next step, join me one-on-one English lessons where we can talk and I can help improve your English conversation. Little by little, let's do this. Yeah. There's other kinds of medicines that differ. We were talking about syrups being more common in North America, a lot of pills in Japan. Another kind is kampo.
Yes.
And of course, most of our viewers are from Japan, so everybody knows what kampo is. Yeah. But if you do not know, it is, it was described to me as a Chinese herbal medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a powder form. For me, it kind of tastes like a strange coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, you too? You kind of feel that?
Well, I had it not for a cold, but I had it for allergy medication.
Okay.
Yeah, so I had the kampo for allergy. I have allergies, so I tried it once.
Yes.
It's hard to swallow, but...
Yes.
Yeah. But like you were saying, it's kind of like ground coffee. Without
almost,
taste.
This like, powder. It's not a very fine powder, but as you said, it was very interesting to take it. For me, for the first time, I was like, how do I take it? I put it in my mouth and I tried to just, let my saliva seep into it to eat. And I was like, this is disgusting. It was so bad. And then I drank some water. And then some other time, I don't know why I had this idea. I'm like, maybe I put the kampo in the water. Put it in the water and I mixed it. I tried to drink all the water. That was a horrible idea.
Yeah, I've done that too. The first time I had kampo, I was like, oh,
too.
what's this powder? So I put it in my mouth and I laughed because I was like, this is the worst. A puff of medicine just went into the air because I coughed and I laughed. Yeah. But then, yeah, after I
Yeah.
learned how to have the compo properly, I guess
It takes, yeah, it
some
takes
training.
a little bit of practice,
Yeah.
a little bit of training.
Yeah.
But that was a very different one that I've never seen in North America. And I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like what we do is what's more common is if you have any sort of like powder, it would go in those capsules
Right. Yeah.
that you take,
Right.
those where you see like that dissolve in your stomach or whatever. And those are the common ones that you'd get. If there's any kind of powder that needs to be that you need to take as medicine, it's
Yeah.
put in those capsules. It's made for you. Here's your medication. And I think those are about the big differences within Japan and the US.
Yeah. I feel that's the same, like in my impression, because I haven't really gone to the doctor in Japan for colds,
Yeah.
and I haven't gotten the flu at all, really.
Okay.
So I rarely go to the doctor and get medicine, but when I do see people who have colds, I'm like, wow, you have a cold and are you okay? Like, that's a lot of pills.
There's a lot of medicine. Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, I think there's some times where I've had like a bunch of like maybe like 5 pills I need to take.
Yeah.
And they all do a little something different. I guess
Right,
I had
right.
like really bad sinus, something for my nose, something for my throat.
Right.
There's so many different things where in the US, it's all just like packaged into
In
one.
one. Yeah. Yeah. All in
So
one.
it seems easier, but
Right.
then also at the same time, I kind of feel like I like it in Japan where you can specify the things that need to be fixed. So
Right,
the
right.
doctor can say, okay, it's just your nose and your ears that have some problems. So here's these medicines for that.
For your nose and your ears specifically.
Yeah.
Rather than it's just your nose and your ears, but here's one medicine that will do like nose, ears.
It's gonna help your eyes. You're gonna see
stomach.
better. It's gonna clean your teeth. They're gonna be nice and white
Yeah.
after. Stronger bones. Like, what is all this extra stuff?
I don't need all this.
It might not need it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's an interesting thing. So we thought this would be an interesting topic for everyone to hear us talk about, as well as a little funny to hear our compo story. So let us know, everyone, in the comments if you enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Tell us what kind of medicine do you remember maybe growing up that you didn't like? What kind of maybe questions do you have about North American medicines or doctors? And hey, maybe we might do another episode.
Yeah.
See you on the next strap.